Yeah, yeah, boys. I'm about to hook her up in a second. Just kind of get everything ready. Let everybody know we're about to go live. Let's see. It is back to Herwiz now. Thank you. I'm nobody's goat. I'm just me. All right. Almost there, boys. Almost there. Let's see. All right. Click here. All right. I am loading into the game. They are good, babe. My wife made cookies, guys. They're fantastic, and I keep trying to tell her. She just won't believe me. But all right, we should be set to go live now. So, like to go live on these games. So yeah, we're gonna be starting off with Instinctck versus Ninja Turts here, and then afterwards I'm going to pick up the Prime versus Hidden Leaf series, and that's going to close off all the series for the week. Week 4 will be completed then, and then we can get focused on week 5. So we'll take a peek at the comps before I start here. CLT says bless you. She can't hear me now. She put in her headphones, CLT, but maybe I'll just text her. Hold on. Because I'm not getting up from my spot. I am hooked inside my seat. Not actually hooked. I'm stuck here. Alright, anyways. So, yeah. So, let's look at the comps real quick. Instinct here. We got Arctic on his famous Ornn. Avalon here with the Viego. Good boy on his Ari. Eclipse on his Corki. And Don, I don't think he's well known for his Nami, but he is a very good Nami player. And then on the other side here, we have Ninja Turts, who are playing the... God, you ever have brain farts and you know the name of the champion, but then you don't? My brain is not working right now. Holy moly, guys. Well, we all know that top lane champion. Mel's mom in the top lane. He's going to come back to me in a second, just whenever. But yeah, Mr. Buffa's on that here. And then we've got J4 in the jungle, Oriana in the mid, Smolder in the bot for Tanglefish, and Nexus on this Nautilus support. So yeah, let's get it started.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
And Bessa. I don't know why it wasn't clicking. It finally came to me. There, yeah. Bessa in the top lane. Bro, my brain was lagging hard as hell right there.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Oof. Oof. Alright. Let's get into this, though. We're going to start off with a nice little invade attempt here. We've definitely seen this from this team before. The Turts definitely likes to get information and possibly get a cheesy level 1 pick. They aren't going to find anything. It was a really nice ward there by
Minions have spawned.
Instinct. On the other side, they were able to drop a ward on the Raptors. So, everyone should be able to infer the jungle starts here. And in fact, they're going to spot the J4, so they will know 100% where he is starting. Good Sam doing a lot of heavy training early on. They're definitely both not afraid to fight. Sometimes I wonder if you guys are like trying to check each other to see if someone will like forfeit the lane when you guys are trading. I wonder if is that like a strat for you laners. Like I have no idea. Like you just see what kind of player they are. Let's trade heavily and see if they're willing to back off, and I could just take over the lane for free. Top lane is very low. Nice knock up there by Arctic. Could it be a solo kill? It will not be. Mr. Buffa able to flash away, but really nice start here for Arctic in the top lane. I'm definitely not surprised. Like I said, this Ornn pick is one of his best. Nice charm there in the mid lane on the Samlet as well. Samlet's getting really low. Another auto should kill. It's gonna flash away, but Flash is not there in time. Gonna get autoed for the first blood. Meanwhile, Nexus, nice dredge line here onto Don. A little bit of damage. Nothing too impactful though. Okay, we'll burn a pot. That's about it. Oh, another really nice dredge line here. Nexus is on top of these hooks, but nice trading back there from Eclipse and down on a Tanglefish. Forced to burn the flash. Really well played there by Eclipse. Ooh, nice shockwave there on a Good Boy, but Good Boy should be able to just use all charges out of there. And he will. So all for all trade there in the mid. But that means that Woohoo gets to start up this Drake as Avalon is forced to cover the mid lane here. So really well played here by Team Ninja Turts. Identifying that the goal wasn't the kill, but the goal was the tempo. Well, Eclipse gonna have to be really careful here. Flashing away there. Gonna be able to pop the barrier, but the net does come down. Don now also forced to flash away. Nexus and Tanglefish doing really well here in the 2v2. Nexus getting pretty low though. They're gonna trade 1 for 1. Both ADs getting a kill. But a lot of suns burned here in the bot lane. And Nexus still has his flash. boys trying to go in there. They're going to jump right onto Woohoo. Nice ulti here by Avalon. Leading him over to the light. He's going to flash him, but actually going to miss it. The Judge Ride is also not going to land. So Avalon's going to be just fine. Nice shockwave, though, to buffer. Make sure he can't get out. Nice charm there on the Miss Mover, but they're turning on the Good Boy. Good Boy's trying to kite it out. Nice knock up here coming out of Arctic. Arctic should be able to help secure the kill. He does, but a nice ult there by Mr. Google will trade one back after that, and it is a successful advantage here for Team Instinct. They end up getting a 3 for 2. I don't know what it is. There's something so unsatisfying about TV nowadays to watch it. Maybe it's just a me thing. Oh, Nexus coming up here for a gank. Horn trying to flash away, but kill will go over to this Nautilus. Pretty unfortunate. Meanwhile, bot lane Tanglefish finds himself in a really weird spot, but he's able to clear the wave. So he should be okay, at least for another wave here. So he wants to reset, but they're probably going to die once again. Would depend here on what is Flat Flap's cooldown. We do see Nautilus coming down, though, so it looks like they're going to leave the Smolder alone. But he is getting zoned off CS, and that's another plate for Eclipse. Ooh, engage here by Good Boy. Nice charm. Can he land the second part of the Q? He's not able to, but Avalon's here, so this should be a kill. Oh, nice buffer there by Avalon to secure himself that kill through the shockwave. Oh, nice bubble there near the turret, forcing Tangle Flash's flash. Nice setup here by the side of Instinct. Going to get themselves their first objective of the game and secure an Infernal Drake. Pretty nice for their team comp. They all do love to do damage. To be honest, even Ornn. What a dumb champion sometimes. Yeah, Avalon coming down here for the gank. And obviously they're none the wiser. And they're just going to jump right into Tanglefish and pop him pretty much immediately. Nice flash in there from Avalon there.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Nexus with a nice little cancel there. Oh, the flash in there from Eclipse. He wants this kill. Eclipser. That's just a support. And that's going to be a kill given over there to Tanglefish. The crazy part is he almost 1v2'd that. So they might be setting up a dive here in the top lane. At least that's what they want to do, but it's pushed off. Maybe Mr. Boof is going to face check this bush. Mr. Boof is going to turn onto Eclipse. Oh, the TP, Mr. Boofa? Oh no, the unfortunate misclick there in the top lane. Hitting flat F and D at the same time. That's kind of what that looked like to me. Oh, that's so unfortunate. He was definitely out too. Oh, Arctic is going to go in. They still want to fight this 3v4. Seems crazy. Nice Tsunami landing on multiple members here. Tanglefish, Nexus, they're all forced to get over the wall. Arctic, though, trying to 1v1 in the bot lane is going to get killed here by the Orianna. Nexus doing what he can just to keep them off his back line and try to keep himself safe. But I don't think it's going to matter. He is going to pop the locket. He's surviving for a while. He's able to hook away, but just doesn't matter. Mr. Boofa, though, has shown up. Let's see if they want this. Oh, Woohoo goes in. Gonna get the barrier up, but he's just going to die there, unfortunately. So Herald will be secured here by Avalon. And a really, really nice positive win here for the side of Team Instinctck. Game is still really close though here, guys, at 17 minutes. You got Drake spawning about 35 seconds though. It's going to be a Cloud Soul this game. Let's see how these two teams set up. As of right now, you do see a lot of red vision near the river here. Let's see if Blue side can establish their own vision and take control back of the river. They're currently stronger, I would say, but only a little bit. It's only about a 700. I don't know what a 1K gold lead at this point. This Herald could might be able to flip this fight here. Oh, nice charm here on the Nexus. It's going to do a lot of damage to the support. But they're going to go in and fight. Here comes Yornhorn. Nice shockwave. Only going to find one member, though, unfortunately. And it is good boy. That's just not enough. So J4 is going to fall there to Arctic. Samled has found himself in the middle of the team. Arctic picks himself up a double kill. And unfortunately, Instinct is now going to start to take over this game at this point. To get themselves crackling in the mid turret, a Drake lead, and about 3k gold for themselves advantage here. Top lane turret is taken there by Mr. Boofa though, so that will bring back some of the gold. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. I think if the Orianna is able to get a better shockwave on more than just one singular member, the fight might go a little better for them, but I've only caught Good Boy. Still had another alt charge to escape. So let's see what Ninja Turtles can do to claw back here. Again, it's about 3k, so the game's certainly not over or anything off that play. Obviously, Tanglefish is going to scale extremely well in the Smolder. Why don't we take a peek at where his stacks are at? Oh, I didn't click on it. He's got 192 stacks. It dropped off way too quick. So Otacon has spawned. Instinct is opting to try to get good setup around the objective here. Good Boy kind of stepping too close into Mr. Boofa and gets extremely chunked out there. Oh no, I think we got a quirky sound bug going on. Okay, where it's gone. I was hearing his E constantly going. That was so freaking goofy, man. Alright, good. We're gonna go in here with the ult. Try to catch on a Samlab, but Samlab with the moves there. Got slick feet. Says, no sir, not today. Next is going to go in there. I don't think that's something he wants. He's able to flash away. Avalon ults right over. And Tanglefish just got his stacks up. He just got his passive going. So the executes will be coming in from the Smolder at this point in the game. Pretty much right on track. But they're going to choose to start with this Otacon anyways. They've pushed out the Nautilus, so they feel safe to do so. Yeah, and they're going to be able to get it. Pretty much no contest. See if Wuhu can maybe get a sneaky steal here. Doesn't appear like he wants to walk in, but they're still going to TP, and they want the fight. Nice hook onto Nexus. Here comes the wave, though. Keep him safe. So it looks like we've TP'd in, but I guess we're not going to take the fight. I think that is probably the correct decision. Drake is spawning here in 20 seconds. Seeing the bot lane return to the mid to get the mid prio. And here's a TP out of Good Boy. Catch that wave. Orianna does have her TP. Oh, they're going to do a lot of damage to the Good Boy, but they're not going to finish him. Nexus should eventually fall here. He's actually going to survive. They're going to be able to pick up the kill onto the jungler of Team Instinct. Arctic finds himself in a really good spot. He's a move with a really nice ulti in the back there, though. Unfortunately, Shockwave is not going to land. But they do get a kill on a Good Boy. Arctic forced to flash over into the Raptors pit. And will be walking away, blinking red. Well, that is a nice fight there for Ninja Turts. Able to secure themselves this Drake, and it's going to be all even Drakes here, 2-2. And the gold, once again, back to pretty much even here. Only about 800 gold difference between these two teams. A lot of damage coming out of Good Boy. That's a full combo there. Almost half HP out of Sam Ladd. Here's a Hex Slash over the wall. He's going to find Gondon here and drop the ulti onto the Corki. Nice dredge line into Mr. Bufasol. Public execution, but it's not going to matter. So much damage coming out of Team Instinct. Here comes Arctic. Nice Ornhorn. Shockwave was decent. Does pick up the Ari, but it doesn't matter. Give this Viego a triple kill and just give him the quadra. Why don't you? Quadra kill coming out of Avalon here on this Viego.
Blue team has scored an ace.
All it takes is one reset for Viego to get going in these fights, and he got it, and it was all she wrote. Also, a game that was tightly contested between these two teams is really flipped on its head here. It's going to be a 4K advantage here. Nearly 5 for Team Instinct. Get a Baron here, 27 minutes. Now, of course, the Smolder is still a bit of a threat here. But I feel like that's the way for Ninja Turts to win this game right now. It's just set up the Smolder for success. Get them into a good spot. Start getting these executes off. And win a team fight. And there goes the tier 2 right there. So, just more gold in the pockets. And Instinct's just getting a fatter and fatter wallet as the game progresses. Ballooned from roughly 1K 3 or 4 minutes ago all the way up to 8,000 gold lead here. Oh, I'm sorry, 6,000. Can't do math. Still, that's a really big jump. They're going to start it for Drake here. That's going to be a soul point going over to Team Instinct here in the Cloud Soul. Oh, beautiful engage there coming out of the good boy. Immediately following is both the bot lane members for Ninja Turts. No chance. I want a flash stretch on here from Avalon into his ulti here. Woo's going to find himself in an interesting spot where the public execution is going to come out, but it's not going to matter. Nice! Shockwave, but there's just not enough damage. Here comes Arctic. Yornhorn has been unleashed. He's flashing in there trying to finish off Mr. Buffa, but Mr. Buffa's got a huge shield. He is able to walk away. But that's 2 for nothing, plus a turret and inhibitor, and they're going to start beating down this tier 3 on the bot side as well. And now there's your 9K gold lead. Pushing 10. Huge, huge gold lead here. Team Instinct here at 31 minutes. The game's just getting harder and harder for this team to play at this point. Baron coming up in 15 seconds. Certainly, we are definitely going to fight for this objective. The question is, can Red Side get in to even attempt the fight? Ooh, Woohoo's sitting on a ward. Pretty ready to see. Nexus is coming. There comes the wave into a nice bubble. Immediately falling against this J4. Dominating is Avalon. They're turning out the Nexus. Nexus forced to flash away. Tinglefish finds himself in a really weird spot against Good Boy. They're going to be able to pick up the kill. Avalon's going godlike in this game. Completely going off. Going to get the hill. I think we're flashing for fun, boys. This looks to be the final march down the base. Do they have an answer? Public execution coming out on the Good Boy, but I don't think it's going to matter. This Mbessa does not have the damage. She is going to follow the Viego once again, making a 12-kill Viego. Samblad, do as you might. You cannot stop the inevitable. give the game over. And that's going to be game 1 going to Team Instinct. Staying undefeated on the split as far as matches as of right now. 7-0. Let's see if they can close it out and keep themselves on pace to possibly tie the record here against for what CoinFlip did last split. CoinFlip went undefeated in their group, didn't drop a single match, was 10-0, 5-0 in series. So let's see if Team Instinct can continue that streak. And we're going to jump in here into game 2 in just a moment. Get everything prepped real quick, and we'll just jump into this game. Let's not have any more blunders. I'm getting better at these reruns again. Oh my goodness.
The oath has been taken.
Okay, I guess I have to leave and go back into the game because my stuff is tweaking out. It's so annoying. Why can't things just be work the way they're intended, guys?
The pact is made.
Alright, into game 2 we go. I'll pause at the end real quick. Let's just take a peek again at these drafts here, what these two teams went. So yeah, we got Arctic here on the Sejuani in the top lane. So that's something new for him. Taking some notes from Victor Apple and Piers. Avalon here on the Gwen. Good Boy on the Syndra. Eclipse Jinx and Don Don playing the Lulu. Plays the Lulu really well. Meanwhile, in the top lane for Ninja Turts, we got Mr. Boofa on the Jax. Jungle, Woohoo on the Skarner. I've seen him play this a couple times. He split very good on the Skarner. Sam Lad on the Azir, another champ that Sam Lad plays very, very well. Tinglefish and Nexus on Callista and Renata, respectively. Very, very strong bot lane here. I expect the bot lane to go heavily in favor of red side here early on. But the scaling, it's hard scaling comp here for Team Instinct. So if this Jinx, Syndra, and Gwen can get to about 3 items, it's gonna be very difficult for red side to win the game. But let's see what Ninja Turtles has. Let's see if they can knock Instinct off of this undefeated streak they got going on. And if they do, that would mean no team, not a single team, will have gone completely undefeated in matches through week 4. So coin flip streak would be alive, and their record, for anyone wondering, is actually 6 series in a row, meaning they went 12-0 before they finally lost the match and eventually a series last year in semis. kind of one of those records I feel like it's cool to talk about. I don't think it means that much, right? At the end of the day, win or lose, like your team strength is not based on that, but it's cool. It'll be neat to see again for sure. Another solo kill for Good Boy in the mid lane here. Very impressive. I mean, Good Boy has been super excellent for the split. I think, in all honesty, someone I think should be considered heavily here for MVP votes in my book. He's been extremely good. Don't get me wrong, there's been a lot of great players this split. But he's someone I've been looking at heavily for MVP here. Yeah, last split we did have Marika win the MVP. Before that, it was AD Carry, who's not currently playing. Very, very good. But mostly that's what we tend to get. AD carries and mid laners picking up the MVP awards, man. Where's the love for junglers and supports? Top laners, man. Crazy. I think when we started this last year, I think it was mid lane. Then it was AD and then mid lane. I think those are the 3 MVP awards like that. Oh, another solo kill for Good Boy. Nice ulti. So much damage. Yeah, the spheres of power here. Yeah, CLT, I agree. Good Boy is he's always in form. It appears so. There's a reason why he's definitely one of the best mids that we have here in the Midwest server. Nice Q there by Arctic to kind of stop any extra damage coming out of Mr. Boofa there. Oh, Don is disconnected. It appears. Yeah, I kind of see what you're saying with mid lane, but mid lane gets the shine, right? It's usually generally a carry role, to do a lot of damage. I'm not taking anything away from the mid laners that are really good, that are in the MVP conversation. Just kind of feels bad, man. We definitely have some good junglers here. We've got some good supports and top laners too. Top laners get love though, I think, a little more than the other 2 roles I mentioned. So I would definitely love to see Sometime in the near future, a jungler or support winning it. Top generally is the top two. Engage you from Sadland, Emperor's Divide. Nice attempt. Does get the flash though out of Good Boy, which is pretty big. And Ninja starts picking up from last game here, getting the early Drake. I like their macro there to secure themselves that pretty early on. Woohoo is going to be getting caught out here. Does get the smite down, so he gets the HP back. Ghosted from Avalon, but yeah, both summons burned and no ult on Good Boy. That's pretty good here for Sam Ladd. Mr. Bufa doing really well in this matchup. He's got himself a 20 CS lead here in the top lane. Arte's struggling a little bit. Doing the best he can to kind of survive the matchup. Can't tell if he's very familiar with it or not. I know he's not really known for being a Sejuani player, so. But I do like to cook here. I do like to cook. Ooh, a little flash in there from Nexus. He does get the flash from Eclipse though, so. I think they're going to like that. Mr. Woohoo is moving down, so they have to play very careful. Meanwhile, grubs are being started up on the other side of the map by the Gwen. So that's going to be your objective trade early on. Don still doesn't have wild growth, so that could really impact this fight. Let's see how they do it here. Alright, they're going to go in. That's a nice CC chain there onto the Jinx. Beautiful ult there by Tanklefish to save his support. And immediately going down is the Jinx. Good Boy has arrived, but Tanklefish still alive and well. Oh no, Don's able to pick up the kill though. Woo's forced to run for his life. Let's see if this Strauner can escape. Nice ward there. Going to spot out the pathing here, but not a lot of mana here. Nice stun into a nice Q. Now the autos are probably going to be enough. Can he turn it back? He cannot. One more Q will do it. And Good Boy's going to pick himself up another kill. He's now 4-0 on this Syndra. Did he call? Did he? Where is he in the chat? Let me know. Oh my goodness. Poor Sam Ladd. They're trying to land the Emperor's Divide. It's just not going to hit it. Now he's in a really, really bad spot. Gets slipped down and murdered by this Gwen. Sam Ladd really struggling on this Azir this game. And Good Boy being so fed. Already got that Blackfire torch. Just hits like an absolute truck at this point. Got four kills, 2 assists, and more than likely 3 plates on the Syndra. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, there's the plate being secured there. Woohoo returning to the bot lane. Will get spotted out here by this ward. Avalon's also in the area though. Oh, another solo kill in the mid. My goodness. Good Boy is just absolutely insane, man. Buffa going in here. I actually think Arctic's at a point where he could just solo kill at this point. I want to say. I could be wrong. He's going to go for it. Nice E. Oh, he's not dropping the ult. No, he didn't have it there. He didn't realize. Could have been potential solo kill, but the CS lead is growing tremendously here for the Jacks. Going to be a problem. A TP here from the Jacks. He's coming down for this Drake. They want to pick this up. Mr. Buffa is going to take some damage, but looks like they're going to forfeit it. Avalon is not going to try to attempt. Archer's just going to pick up some gold in the top lane. Do his best to get back. Well, Eclipse does try with the Mega Death Rocket, but it does not land in time. And they're going to turn here on to Mr. Buffa. Oh, and Woohoo's going to barely miss that ult there. What's the cooldown on this these days? 111 seconds. Oh, Arctic's gonna find himself a solo kill off to the side while I was checking the cooldown on the ult. Oh my goodness. So Arctic's getting some gold back and kind of bringing it back a bit here. Let's check it out. Yeah, I mean, it was probably around almost 1,000 gold difference, and now we're only about 300 gold difference, so it's pretty big. And mid lane turret was secured. That means they did pick up feats on the side of Instinct. They find themselves with a 4K gold lead, and certainly a chance to continue their streak here. Good Boy is going to find Mr. Buffa, but Mr. Buffa's going to turn because the EQ is used there by Good Boy. Nice Fears of Power. That's a lot of damage there to Mr. Buffa. Back at Death Rocket from downtown doesn't secure the kill. Ends up going to Don there, but that added damage was just enough. Meanwhile, Sandland's in a 1v1 against Arctic. There's fighting going everywhere on the map. Impale is up for Woohoo, but there's a TP coming in here. That is going to be this injury here. Doesn't have his ult to flash in. Nice EQ on the two members. But Tinglefish has the ulti to keep Nexus alive. And the Skarner is just a bit too tanky to make the play. Wait, did Good Boy just land his EQ on 3 people on like completely separate sides of the screen? What the heck, man? Alrighty then. Oh, the Impale is going to land on this Jinx. Wild Growth is up. Mr. Buffa is going to use it here, but that's a lot of damage onto Eclipse. Do they have it? Damage to finish. Nice polymorph, but Mr. Buffa's going to get the kill. Going to use E here. That's huge. Another shutdown for Mr. Buffa. Absolutely popping off in the top lane here. Getting this Jax super fed at this point in the game. Very, very good here for Ninja Turts. Oh, looks like they're setting up a dive here on a Sam Lad. Here comes the TP in from the Jaxo to defend his Azir. And now Good Boy finds himself in a really, really bad spot. He doesn't have flash. That means this shutdown's going to somebody. They're going to give it to the Jax. 1,000 gold in this man's pocket. And this Jax is set up to carry this game. In about 2 minutes, this guy has gone from... I mean, he collected, what, like 2 shutdowns? And another kill. I mean, he got like 2,500 gold. It's insane, man. And I do think Jax is the one champion they're going to have problems with this game if he was fed. So, here we are. Avalon hiding in a bush here. They definitely wanted to try to fight this. He's going to get spotted here on the ward. Arctic's going to be able to find a nice ulti there on Nexus, though. TP in here from Sam Ladd. Snip, dip, dropping some damage here. Arctic forced to flash away, so we're going to have a 5v5 over this Drake. Oh, but a nice impale onto the jungler. Avalon will get the wild growth, though. Here comes the ulti on Nexus. Actually not going to hit a single target, but they already took down the jungler, so it should not matter. Good Boy does get hit as well. But they're just going to disengage the fights. Ooh, but Nexus finds himself in a weird spot. Does land the handshake. That's pretty nice here into a beautiful Emperor's Divide. They're going to try to kill Good Boy, but Samlight does not have that much damage. It just woohoo. And Samlight doing what they can. Tanglefish has shown up, though, as well as Mr. Boofa. Let that man get in, flash in there with the E. Going to get multiple members here. And now Good Boy's trying to run away. He should be able to TP out. Mr. Boofa absolutely going off. Do I sound robotic? Strange. Well, let me check all my connections. All my connections are good. If I'm robotic, I'm sorry. I'm not sure why. I can double check everything after this game. But all my connections seem secured. Alcon has spawned, and they're going to turn out of this Alcon. Meanwhile, they are dropping the Rift mid, try to draw somebody in. That's going to make the Azir have to defend. Azir does not have the TP, but they are burning this Otacon fast. They do have stacks on there, so let's see if the Renata E plus a smite is enough. It is. They're going to secure it for themselves. And all of a sudden, guys, we have ourselves a game. It looked like Ninja Turts were really going to struggle early on, but this Jax got some gold. They had the Drake advantages, and all of a sudden now, they are only 1k down in this game. Mr. Blue is going to go in there, but a nice Q coming out of Arctic. Woo's got the angle, though. Nice ulti coming out of Arctic as well. But the flash pale-in is not going to land, but I don't think it's going to matter. This Sedge can run for her life all she wants. Nice handshake. That's going to be a dead boar. Say goodnight. During that play, though, the top lane turret was taken. Nice cancel there with the Mega Death Rocket. Means Eclipse will get himself a mid lane turret and some more gold in his pocket. So some good macro there. Coming out of Team Instinctck, get some more gold and kind of grow that gold lead back up to 3K. Though it's 3K that hasn't been spent, so they got to get out. Mr. Boof, though, beating down the tier 2 will collect that for himself. And we're just kind of trading a lot of objectives at this point. Keeping the gold pretty tight. All fighting around the rift. But these teams are about to duke it out here in a short second. As Soul is spawning here for Ninja Turtles. Now, Samlad is top lane. He does have TP, so they're going to try to burn it without the Azir here. I think they're going to decide just to give and try to collect more gold. I think that is the correct decision. You're already up 3. Drakes get 2 turrets here and even up the gold. I really like the decision making coming out of Ninja Turtles here. Identifying the situation. You do not need that Drake to win the game. You already have the advantage. Play for some turret gold. Now all that's left standing is a tier 2 on the bot side for Instinct to pick up. And the tier 2 in the mid lane. Before we get to these inner turrets, the Ninja Turtles. So, it's a very, very close game here at 24 minutes. Both teams have very, very excellent macro and micro fighting. Really, this game, the onus looks like it's going to be on Good Boy to carry this game at this point. Jinx is pretty behind. Sejuani has items, but I don't really think she's going to do too much. Oh, looks like they want to start up this Baron on spawn. Mr. Booba does have TP, but Arctic is here to continue to mark him. Let's switch over to the Baron. Let's see how it's going down here. It's getting very low at 6K. It looks like it might have been a bit fake as they are backing off. They were just trying to see if they could burn Mr. Boofa's TP, but he was smart enough to hold it and just walk over. But a nice EQ there onto Nexus. It's going to push him down and out of this fight. We've seen this before last game. They were able to turn back onto the Baron on this window. Let's see if they try to attempt that. Avalon is going to clear the wards. Oh, and they try to catch out Tango Fish. Nice flash there coming out of this Callista, making sure he can stay alive. But that does mean Good Boy no longer has his flash. We're back onto the Baron once again. This time they back on the map in time, though. They have the information. Jax is here, so we're going to get ourselves a 5v5 over this Baron. It's under 10k. They do know that Cinder does not have his flash. Mr. Woohoo does look like he's going to have an opportunity to get in here. The choppers are going to fade off. At 4,500. Nice flash over next. Is going to catch out the Syndra. They're going to target her down. Wild Growth comes out, immediately taking on Samlad, but he's not the carry. Get the kill there for Mr. Buffa. Now here comes the ulti. Out of Tingle Fisher. Mr. Buffa is in the back line, flashing on top of the Jinx, picking up a double kill. He's now turning on Avalon. Can he turn? He cannot. He will fall. But meanwhile, on the bottom part of the fight, Tinglefish was able to secure a couple kills for himself as well. And it ends up being a 3-for-3 on the map. Game is very intense here. A lot of summoners were burned in that fight. Neither AD carry or support have flash. Oh, I'm sorry, Don does have his. Good Boy without flash, but Samlad has his. Mr. Buffa and Arctic both without some. So the difference maker here could literally just be the Azir sacrificing himself for a big play on the next team fight, which will be over this soul, I presume, as Drake is spawning in a minute. Mr. Wu getting poked out a bit there. Oh, but there's a TP in from this Azir. Trying to find a flank here. Now, there is a blue ward here in this top bush, as you can see, but they are starting the Drake. The Drake will reset here, though, a little bit. It's down to under 5k. Nice chompers. Will Wu go to get in? Nice EQ. It looks like he's not going to get in. It will be secured by the Gwen. Here comes the Impaled on a beautiful ult there by Samlad into Nexus. Oh my goodness! What a fight! The ult just exploded. Arctic running for the hills, but I don't think he's going to have any chance of surviving. That's going to be an ace. Wow. Nexus and Samlad there with some really nice synergy. Emperor's Divide into the Renata ult. And that was all she wrote on that fight. Now finally, it took them 29 minutes. But Ninja Turts found themselves with a gold lead here in game 2. They're hitting the Baron. They don't care about Soul. They just want to start pushing down the base, and this is going to help them do that. Look at the double cannon wave here on the bots on the map. Finally starting to hit the turrets there. Oh, good boy trying to find his way in there, but Mr. Boof is going to break that tier 3 down. Nice dodges there on the Gwen ult there by the Jax. Kalista ult is forced to be burned there, so that's a bit of a nice little bright spot there for Instinct. As they try to turn on Mr. Bufo, but he has the quick moves, able to find himself a way out there. Now he's leaping in there. I don't think this Jax feels very afraid. 9, 2, and 6, absolutely so strong. Good boy. He's like, hey, you know what? Can I one-shot Tanglefish? No, you cannot. This Kalista got the wit's end. Very smart pickup. The only threat here is good boy at this moment. We do a soul spawning once again here in 50 seconds. Baron will be falling off shortly as well. So let's see how Ninja Turtles plays this. They do find themselves up 4K. And they have an inhibitor down, which is in the bot lane, so it's kind of not too bad here for Instinct. As the Drake spawning on the bot, so she's going to play through bot lane just fine here. A nice EQ there on the Tanglefish, but Tanglefish has so much safety. Here's next with a big ulti. And now they're just trying to go. Boy, Emperor's Divide is going to catch out the Syndra. Syndra's going to fall first, and that's the key member there for the side of Instinct. They're going to turn onto this Gwen. Gwen's going to die. Mr. Boop is in there. He does not care about his life. Eclipse does get the reset, but I don't think he has the damage to carry this fight. The wallet is too thin. Another kill going over to this Kalista, making a double. And that's going to be the game here. As Soul was not secure, but it does not matter. Ninja Turks are going to pull this to a game 3 on a beautiful comeback here and end Instinct's streak. Ladies and gentlemen, coin flip. Your record is still alive. But what a game 3. What a battle between these two teams. Mr. Buffa not dying for a very, very long time. And making that last death the most meaningful, impactful one. And Tanglefish going off here 9-1-5 on this Kalista. Alright, I will check to see why I sound robotic. Let me see what's going on here before I jump into game 3. Alright. Let's see. I wonder if... what could it be? Let me check my settings real quick. It's so strange because I'm not seeing anything that shouldn't, like, make me sound like this. I don't understand what could be causing this issue. Oh, I figured it out. Never mind. I figured it out. Am I still robotic, guys? Yeah, I didn't realize I had my So usually what I do, I have an audio input separate from my mic aux input for my audio mixing, you know. And I did not realize that they both were on. So I'm basically being heard twice by OBS, if that makes sense. Yeah, thanks guys. I apologize. I wish I would have known sooner. I would have corrected the issue. But all right, let me pull up game 3 here. What are we doing? We're not playing co-op versus AI, bro. What the hell? Maybe I should run some co-op versus AI live on stream. See if I can beat the bots. But yeah, let's get into game 3 here. What a first 2 games though. Ninja Turtles continuing to show why they are simply the best winless team. Will they be able to win a darn series today, though? Can they do it? Can they pull it out? I would love to see it. Be awesome. It would make me very happy. What we're just going to have to see is we are going to jump here into game 3 in just a moment. I don't think I've had a clean stream in like this whole split, by the way. I've been doing something goofy every time. It's kind of funny. Alright, so we will do what we did before. We'll just discuss the comps really, really quick once again. We've got Mr. Buffa here on the Gnar, Woohoo on the Jinzao, Samlad on the Victor, Tanglefish on the Sivir, and Nexus on the Karma. Pretty nice scaling comp here coming out of Ninja Turtles once again. Meanwhile, on Arctic's side, who, by the way, they have swapped sides, Arctic is running Tom Kench in the top lane. This is a Arctic special from last split we saw a couple times. Avalon here playing the Vi, who I think has some really decent targets, though the Sivir could be hard to get on. Good Boy on his Talia, that is very scary. Eclipse on Ashe and Don Don on Rel. Don Don is a very, very good Rel. Nothing taken away from Eclipse. Obviously, that's more utility, so that's the only thing about that. But he is very, very good with his arrows, so I expect ourselves to be in for a pretty sweet game 3 between these two teams. So let's check it out. It's actually funny. I paused the game and they actually had paused the game before. That's hilarious, by the way. I'm keeping with the pauses here. So like I said, after this game, I plan to cast Prime versus Hidden Leaf. I might take like a 15-minute break between the two series. I'm probably gonna go live again after that, and so look out for that. Wait, where did my scoreboard go? Let me turn that off. Okay. There we go. Right, into the game we go. Oh, early on, Avalon looking to try to invade the Jinzao here. But the red was taken. There is a ward on the Raptors. Doesn't look like he wants to take them from him, though. That means that the Vi is going to be behind tempo. And looks like she's skipping her Gromp. really nice mantra Q there from Nexus, chunking out both members of Team Instinct here. Burning their TPs. Get back to lane. They heavily duke it out, and then they both reset and TP. It's so funny. Ooh. Apparently I needed a stretch there because it came out of nowhere. A lot of damage coming out of Mr. Boofa here. Oh, Avalon's coming over, gonna clear the ward. Nice flash there by Sam Ladd. We're really getting the best of Arctic right now in this top lane. Oh, really nice Gnar out there. Gonna get a solo bolo in the top lane for Mr. Boofa. And first blood. Picking up where he left off. You can tell he's got a feel in himself right now. Turn on to Nexus, going to drop the Ignite. Don playing this really, really well. Eclipse a few more autos should do it, but he looks like Nexus is going to get the nice healing off here. Avalon has showed up, though Tinglefish is going to have to play safe. Now they're turning it back. Look at them fighting that out with a nice 2v3. No Ignite or Flash on Don, and no Flash or heal on Nexus. So this is a bit of a change here, as Team Instinct is going to find themselves getting the first Drake of the game. Nice movement there by Sam. Let's keep himself safe. Nexus is going to show up here. Maybe there's no cooldowns on the board, but Don's also going to show up. They're going to look on a Samlad. Samlad is not of his flash, but they're going to get the flash on Good Boy. Let's see, will Samlad be able to cut this out? He will not be. No more shields coming out of Nexus means this Victor is going to fall, and that's definitely not someone you want to put gold on there. Well, Tanglefish gonna drop his own ult here just to do some damage here onto Eclipse, but Eclipse looks like he kind of won that trade. Oh, another really nice Gnar ulti, but I do not think this one's going to be a kill. Oh, and a flash in there from Arctic. Arctic was trying to get the eat off. Does burn the shield though, so that means he's going to fall. Nice attempt, but unfortunately was not good enough. And this Gnar's lead is just growing more and more. 30 CS lead here on the Tahm Kench, plus 2 kills. And 2 plates. I mean, this Gnar is going to be really massive during these team fights. Sandblad's got to be careful here. Don's going to be hex flashing over the wall. Going to find a nice engage here on a Sandblad into a beautiful CC chain. No chances Victor should live. And that's another kill for Good Boy. Good Boy also picking up where he left off last game. Just acquiring gold. The Nexus at the bot lane. These grubs should go over to Instinctck, which means they're going to get the 2 early objectives, which is pretty massive for them. Both ults used by the AD carries here in the bot lane. Just a bit of trading here. Mr. Wu is going to show up. Almost gets a knock up just in time, but Avalon does clear the wall. So he's able to get all 3 grubs and survive. How does Arthur play the game? It's just so difficult for him to play the game here. Beautifully done. Nice CC. Feats of Warfare going over to the side of Ninja Turrets. And Mr. Bufa is just absolutely insane right now. Here comes down the Bufa's wall. We're going to look for a play on the Sandland. Sandland, though, is going to flash and survive. I've been leaving Eclipse on an island by himself, but he's been having just fine time down here. There's not really much kill threat. Keeping himself up, in fact, in CS over the Sivir. Yes, your GOAT in the bot lane doing his job. That's what you want to see from these darn AD carries, man. Do your freaking job. Don't be inting. That's me just joking. But nobody's AD carry ints. They're all just fantastic. Such a great role. Very fair for AD carries to play the game, you know. It's not like everything can just one-shot them. We're just going at it again, but a nice eat here coming out of Arctic here. Arctic actually gets a shutdown. Well done. Beautifully played here by the TK. He's especially with how the game was going. All of a sudden, gotta feel a lot better here. Ooh, now Woohoo's gonna find himself in a weird spot. This Drake should be secured here, no problem. W down, yep, that's gonna be it. Nicely done here out of Team Instinct of the game that been very, very close early on. Yeah, I saw it. You're right, he inted. Clips enter confirmed.
Turret plating will soon fall.
This turret is going to fall right in front of Arctic's face. Arctic's going to be forced to run away, but he should be fine. Oh no, Woohoo's going to find him out. Tom Kench is forced to burn the flash. Does he have his leap? Doesn't look like he does. So they're just going to slowly whittle down this catfish. Oh, never mind. I was about to say he's getting it out, but the tether was on him. Nexus secures. He cannot survive, and now the Snar is 4-1. They're trying to look for a turn on Tinglefish. Tinglefish drops the ulti. He's going to be safe here. Good boy flashed in. That was not one of his best plays. I see what he was going for there, though. I do see it. I do see it. Oh, Avalon jumping in, though. I don't think that's what he wants to do here, as Mr. Buffa was walking straight at him, and that's a big, scary Gnar. Oh, nice stun here on to Good Boy. Mind you, Good Boy does not have his flash or Weaver's Wall. He should die here. They do give the shutdown kill. Actually, it wasn't a shutdown, but they do give the kill over to Mr. Buffa, continuing to feed this Gnar. I feel like it might be time to spread the wealth just a little bit. I think the Victor could have used that gold, but nonetheless, Gnar is in a prime position to carry this game. Arctic trying to go in. It's not going to land the Tongue Lash.
Never falter.
Mr. Buffa just hitting this turn right in front of Arctic's place. They know that this Catfish does not have his flash, but was the CC chain too good? Let's see. He's going to jump out, but the leap here from Mr. Buffa is going to make sure that no matter what Arctic does, he's not going to be able to escape. Another kill for this Gnar, but meanwhile in the mid lane, they're able to pick off Tinglefish on this Sivir. More gold going over to Good Boy, who is going to respond with a TP here to the bot lane. Mr. Buffa wants, he's actually going to flash in, but he's going to be CC'd up by the rocks. Oh, it might be a bit of a mistake here. Mr. Buffa going to give his shutdown over, but it does go over to Don Don. with Drake spawning, there's no flash on this Gnar, which might be crucial for this fight over Instinctck here. Currently walking down now, but Mr. Wu's gonna have to be careful. He finds himself in a really, really bad spot. They're gonna turn right onto this Xin Zhao immediately, and he is going to fall. Here comes the cease and desist. Eventually he will die, but now they're gonna try to turn onto Arctic. Nice crystalline arrow though, gonna land on a Tanglefish. Tanglefish gonna die here for a double kill for Eclipse. Eclipse seems to be in a pretty good spot. Can they get the resets here for the victor on the ulti? Doesn't look like they're going to. Nice flash in there from Don. They're gonna secure multiple members here. As Arctic finally picks up another kill in this game, and they're gonna go here onto Samlab, but Samlab will flash away. I feel like a bit of an overstep by Ninja Turts. And now they're really on the back foot. Oh my goodness, Don using the Herald Express to get a kill for his team. And they should be able to crack this tier 2 as well. And they do. So that's so much gold coming into the team. Plus 3 Drake advantage. And on Soul Point. How is Ninja Turts going to play this one out? As we are 20 minutes into this game. And that means Otacon is going to spawn. They need to find a way to break open this gold lead a bit and try to get back into the game. Because they are down 3K. Yeah, why do that CLT? You could just use it on a body. Death pushing this banana bush. Astro is not going to land, but it's not going to matter. They're going to find Nexus, bringing everything to try to kill him, but he's actually sneaking through, so they're forced to use the cease and desist, but they're trying to save him as Wu does jump in. I think that's a bit of a costly mistake, but Mr. Boofa's in a really nice choke, but he's only going to land his ulti onto one member. Unfortunate. Tanglefish might be able to get the free hit here, though. Xin Zhao does fall, but no, Tanglefish is going to die as Gnar also goes down. Double kill for Eclipse's Ash, as now the game is just breaking once again even a little more, and they're going to turn onto the Otacon here. as well going to come down. They're going to try to turn on the Mr. Booba. A nice flash from him, but I don't think it's going to matter too much. As Arctic is trying to chase him down, but Booba has shown up. Not going to drop his ult in time. Nice CC chain. Finally does get the ult off here. See how this fight goes. As the Vi will get shut down here by the Gnar, but there's so much damage coming out of Good Boy. Slowly turn back. Nice Gnar wall. My goodness. What a play here coming out of Mr. Bofa. All this stuff is standing is Good Boy, but that means that Drake is going to be picked up, and they're going to stop Soul. Nice sneaky Baron here out of Team Instinct. There was no response in time. They are trying to turn on Avalon. Avalon's going to see says nice. Oh, they're coming out of the Gnar once again, but Mr. Fufa, can he carry this fight? Silver is doing the damage, but it doesn't seem to be enough. As that's a triple kill for Good Boy. All of a sudden, just turning the fight, leaving this Talia untouched. He is chasing down Samlad. And I don't know if Samlet is long for this world. He's got Don Don to back him up. That's going to be certainly the quadra kill unofficially. And the Nexus under his turret all by himself with the Baron 5 pushing. There's nothing he can do but watch his base crumble. The question is this going to be the game? 10 seconds left on Tango Fish. Woohoo responding with Booba in another 10 seconds. Nexus is going to drop. That is the ace. They are focusing the turrets. And it looks like Instinct, against all odds, are going to make sure that they stay undefeated and continue to be top of Group A. Well played there by both teams. Ninja Turts unfortunately falling to 0-4. Man, what a series. What a series indeed. But alright guys, I'm going to take my 15. I think I'm going to close the stream for now instead of leaving it on. And in 15 minutes, I'm going to pick up with Prime versus Hidden Leaf. So we will check that one out together. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when I'm live once again. Thank you guys for chilling out with me and watching for a bit. And I'll see you guys soon.